And we're live. What's up, everybody? This is Nic Notion, and I'm chilling with the one and only Shigeto. We are at the Electronic Music Festival, also known as DEMF in Detroit, Michigan. How you doing, brother?
Doing well. I can't complain, bro.
Great.
Can't complain.
So, tell us about this show, the set that you did, you know, with the Young Killers, you know, some jazz, just amazing. Like, I was listening to it, laying down, chilling with my girl. I was like, this is the most listenable shit I can listen to here. You know, I don't need to dance so much, but if I want to, I can.
Yeah.
Like, how did you come up with this concept, and what were you inspired by?
Well, I mean, really the concept was pretty, trying to keep it as natural as it could be, you know, just playing with close friends of mine, playing with people that are in the circle of who I grew up with, doing things within the circle of what I did.
Okay.
So we kept it really jazz, real old school. It's, you know, I had Ian Fink out, Marcus Elliott. They're both kind of came up with me in the jazz scene. We knew each other through the jazz scene.
Okay.
So yeah, it goes back pre-Shigeto, kind of more just playing music, playing jazz. You know, so that's kind of what the deal was. And yeah, no, it was just beautiful to be able to share that type of music with the crowd we get at Movement, you know?
Right.
It felt like Jazz Fest. It
Yes,
felt like Montreux Jazz Fest during Movement.
Right.
You know?
Almost like a millennial jazz fest.
For sure.
That's dope.
But yeah, no, really it was just an honor, you know, an honor to be able to, it was, I guess, my 4th time playing Movement, so, you know, 4 times back, it feels good, it feels like you're respected, it feels like you're welcome.
Yes.
And then to bring Ian and Marcus with me, and then to have Andreas guesting. That's very liberating and humbling, you know?
Definitely.
Yeah, it's a blessing to, for lack of a better word, it's a blessing to have Des with us, so.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, what was the last thing you did before you left the house when you came here? What was the last, like, you know what I'm saying?
I guess the last thing I did was to make sure that I had everything together, like aesthetic-wise, because that's what Z taught me.
Okay.
It was like, okay, you better have everything
dressing?
in order. Yeah, dressing
What's
as well
up with
as.
those shoes right there?
Oh, bro, this shit, the Karu.
Okay.
I don't even know, man. This is some like Icelandic, Swedish.
Okay.
Like basically, I saw this shit and I was like, I'm gonna cop this because I've never seen this shit before.
They're almost like a couple different colors, you know?
Yeah.
All right,
For
sweet.
sure.
Sweet. So was there anybody that you're excited, as a fan, was there anybody you excited to see or that you're excited to see? I mean, maybe Wu-Tang tomorrow.
Well, Wu-Tang, I'm hyped for it, definitely. But I gotta say, I'm just really proud this year. I'm proud of the city. I'm proud of all the people I know that are repping this year that should have been repping before.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, shout out to Black Noise.
Yes.
You know, shout out to Des for doing the live show.
Right.
Shout out to Bev Love for doing her set. Shout out to Count Mac. There's a lot of people here that have been in Detroit, but they get to represent themselves for the first time properly.
Right.
So yeah, much love to the locals.
And so strong now, you know,
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like a lot of people, when they end up getting their chance when they're from Detroit, they've been grinding so much and they're so seasoned. When they come up, people are like, oh, they're from Detroit?
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, they are.
No, respect to the locals, though. For real.
Definitely.
That's going down.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, you're always doing a lot of traveling. What was the most interesting thing that you saw recently that in a different country that you were like, whoa, they do it like that, or what's that? You know?
Well, I gotta say, I guess, you know, I just came back from Southeast Asia, and I got to hit Singapore and Taiwan for the first time, and it's just, I guess it's just wild, man, that, you know, with the internet and technology and whatever, that the music spread so far. It's like those shows were very, very good, had a good response, had a good crowd, but it's just wild to be out in somewhere like Taipei or Singapore and be like, oh, you're onto this? You know this music?
Right.
So I mean, I guess most recently, shout out to Southeast Asia. It's just
Fly me
really-
out, fly
yeah,
me out.
Anywhere you end up being that you didn't expect to be, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And what about the food out there? You didn't eat it?
Bro, no, it's
Oh, you did eat it.
incredible.
Okay.
Incredible. What
Nice.
the food, Japan, China, the food's out of hand. Out of hand.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've been going to Japan a lot throughout your life, or?
Well, I used to go with my family, you know,
Yeah.
but to be honest, to go related to work, it took a while.
Oh, yeah.
So this was my third time in Japan. So over, you know, I guess a 10-year touring period, like 3 times is not that much. But it's, you know, that's always
You've
a
been touring for 10
spiritual
years?
place. Yeah.
Damn. That's what's up. What was your first year here?
2010.
Okay.
2010.
Cool. So almost 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. So,
First time attending, first Demph.
okay. Yeah, me too.
Like I've been here every year, bro.
Cool.
You know,
I actually-
but
I have some-
performing 2010.
I actually
Yeah.
have some posters from 2004. If you want one, I'll give you one.
For sure.
Cool. All right. Well, shit. What else I gotta ask you? I want to know about jazz. You're classically trained in jazz, or you know
I
more
just
than
grew
most
up-
people
I
our
just
age.
grew up playing jazz, you know.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm classically trained.
Who's your favorite drummer?
I mean, it's hard. It's a hard call, but I'm very influenced by Tony Williams,
Okay.
Elvin Jones,
I know Elvin Jones.
Billy Joe Jones, Max Roach.
Max
That's kind of
Roach.
it. That's kind of the people I'm influenced by.
And when you're just chilling and you just want to hear some good jazz, what's something that you listen to? Or
mean-
if somebody listens to electronic or hip hop, because me personally, it's probably been like maybe 7, 8 years. I kind of dove, in the last 7 or 8 years, I dove into listening to jazz.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody is getting older, or maybe they're young, they listen to house or techno or hip hop, and they want to kind of listen to some jazz that they can get with, what would you recommend?
Well, my personal opinion is one of the greatest records ever recorded is John Coltrane, A Love Supreme.
Of course.
So get on that.
Yes.
But one of my favorite records besides that is, I think it's Miles Davis Live at the Fillmore, 1969,
I know
Four
that
and
one,
More.
too.
It's basically like the quartet, the one that he had with Herbie and Ron Carter and Tony Williams, but instead of Wayne Shorter, it's George Coleman on the recording. So 1964, Four and More, Miles Davis, George Coleman instead of Wayne Shorter.
Boom.
Check that shit out.
You
My
see
Funny
it?
Valentine. Dope.
You see how humble he was about the jazz, and then he just dropped it on you like, bam! I like Jackie McLean.
I'm
That's
down,
my guy.
obviously, man. You know, but there's just certain people that,
Bro, John Coltrane
Yeah.
all day, though.
you know,
Yes.
yeah.
All right, well, anything you want to tell these people?
Yo, just much love, man. I can't believe I'm still here doing this shit, so much love.
And we just starting. All right, y'all. Until next time, Nic Notion, Shigeto, Detroit, Michigan. We out.
So much, guys. One more time, I can tell you. Ian Fink. And legend Des Andreas. That's right. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming out. Hope to be back soon.